So there I was sitting in the office of my dream job, right? The pinnacle of my career. I wasn't even happy. I didn't even know why. Yeah, I was an executive chef of a 5-star hotel in Hong Kong, and I ended up fucking it up. It's kind of a dick punch, right? I mean, you work your whole career, you get the one thing you wanted your whole career, and you don't want it, and you don't fucking know why. Most people think hitting a crossroads means they screwed up or they made a mistake. No, it's actually evolution. And evolution never shows up dressed as comfort. So it's like this. You've been building your career the past 15, 20 or more years, right? Stacking up the accomplishments like fucking Pokemon cards. And you're knocking out the goals. You're at the top of the mountain, but something feels off. So as a high achiever, what do? You keep brushing it aside. We're good at that shit. Sweep it under the carpet. I'm burned out? Yeah, no worry. I'll wait till next quarter. And you file it under follow up later. In this crossroads, this intersection of life that you hate, your life is not falling apart. You're just outgrowing your container. Let me take you on a little trip. Around 15 years ago, at the turn of the year, early January, I remember because it was dark and gloomy out, about to snow, which was appropriate because that's how I felt inside, because I was on my way to my first AA meeting. It took me a long time to admit I had a drinking problem, but my ego was louder than a fucking jet engine, and the truth finally steamrolled me. So I go into the back of this church in Georgetown, Washington, D.C., and to this room where they're hosting the meeting. I'm the first one there. And it's your typical, church room. Boring ass eggshell walls, enough fluorescent lighting to feel like you're being interrogated, and then the standard accoutrement for any AA meeting. Nasty coffee brewing, and then platters of cookies and donuts, because when you give up one addiction, you tend to turn to sweets or smoking. So this is pre-smartphone, so I'm sitting in there with fuck all to do except look at those ugly ass walls. So people start filing in. And one dude came in and we made eye contact. And every, 30 seconds, he'd keep looking over at me. I'm thinking, what the fuck is this guy looking at? So after a few minutes, as more people get in the room, he approaches me. And as he gets closer, he gets this smirk. He's like, so, your first AA meeting, huh? I'm like, yeah, how'd you know? He's like, dude, everybody has that look on their face. This look of, how the fuck did it get so bad that I'm in a goddamn AA meeting? How the fuck did I let this happen? I was like, yeah, guilty as charged, man. He's like, do you mind if I give you some advice? I'm an AA, bro. I'll take whatever you got. He's like, I want you to look at your situation as a gift. It's an opportunity. Fucking gift. I wanted to throw punch this motherfucker. I'm like, dude, my life feels like a burnt casserole. Where's the gift in this shit? He's like, no, just hear me out. I was like, all right, well, I'm not doing anything else. He said, I want you to think about how many people never make it here. And this, for you watching, this can apply to anything, not just if you deal with a drinking problem. He said, I want you to think about how many people never get to where you're sitting right now. How many alcoholics have lost their life or their health, or they're in a ditch, or they're in denial, or they know they have a problem, but they don't have the balls to deal with it. Or they somehow just live with it miserably. Okay, you're 2 steps ahead. 1, you admitted something needed to change. That's step number 1. 2, you actually took action to do something because you're here. Most people don't get to that point. You have the opportunity to create your next chapter by design, not by default. You have the opportunity to do what you want. You have the opportunity to do things maybe you didn't get to do before. What you do next determines everything. He was right. He said you can wallow in it, play the blame game, and be a little bitch about it, or you can fucking own it and move on from it. That was the real moment my view changed when it comes to how you frame a narrative in your head. Because I had been playing the victim long enough and that wasn't working. I had been viewing obstacles as obstacles, not opportunities. From that point on, I stopped viewing myself as a victim and complaining all the time. Because that's what I've been doing. And all it did was bring me negativity. I beat myself up and I was just pissed off at the world. But once I started viewing this as an opportunity, things started opening up. I started feeling lighter, happier, more motivated. How you see the world, it's going to tarnish what you get from the world. But if you view the world from a positive lens, you're going to be open to more opportunities, more things. And you're going to learn and grow faster from whatever it is you're dealing with. So what a client of mine said, he said, once I made that small shift in how I view things, I stopped obsessing over what went wrong and finally saw opportunities. Reframing is leverage. And that's the message I'm trying to convey here. How you look at things determines the quality of your life and how fast you learn and grow from them. See, Hollywood lied, right? Acceptance doesn't feel good. There's no warm light or soft piano or angel whispering you're good enough. No, it's fucking harsh. And just the mirror staring back at you pretty fucking hard. Acceptance cracks the door. And reframing it kicks it off the hinges. And when I finally started reframing things, it hit me like a fucking train. I wasn't starting over. I was upgrading. Every chapter before this wasn't wasted. It was prep for where I am now. See, here's what every high achiever forgets when they're at this crossroads. You don't lose earning power, visibility, momentum, or credibility. You lose it when you pretend nothing needs to change, which is what I've been doing for several years. Another client told me, wow, for the first time in years, I feel momentum again. Not because they updated their resume, they reframed their whole damn story. But see, if you can relate to this, here's the mental reframe for you. The last 15, 20 or more years, you've been working and building your life and career. That's not a mistake. You don't need to throw that all away. You don't need to start over from scratch. You didn't fail. You're evolving. Because what served you in your mid-20s or early 30s may not serve you in your late 30s or 40s or 50s. A crossroads isn't a crisis. It's the graduation ceremony nobody warned you was coming. You got fired? Okay, good. Stop performing the autopsy and now build something better. Your marriage ended? Okay, design a life that fits. You're burned out? Great. That means your energy finally caught up to your honesty. Here's a simple exercise you can do to practice how you frame things in your mind and change them from a negative view to a positive view to help you learn from them, grow faster, and move on faster, and improve the quality of your life and mental health. Take some situations you're pissed about. They can be recent or from the past. It has to be something you view in a negative light, and it could be something with yourself, like I'm not good with money. I'm pissed off at myself because I let that person talk to me a certain way at work. Whatever. Just write down several things that you're pissed about regarding yourself, and then you're going to rewrite them in a positive way. So for example, if you say, I'm not good with money, you would rewrite that to, I will be better with money as I learn more. Or, I can get better with money. Or if you say, I can't afford that, you could say, I can't afford that yet, but I will be able to as I learn more and earn more. That reframe shifts you from victim to driver. And then identity shift is where momentum takes off like a fucking rocket. So look, if you're a high-performing professional over 35 and this hits you in the ribs, remember, you're not navigating this alone. My clients reinvent themselves because they learn how to reframe, how to act, and how to build their next chapter that reflects who they are now, not who they were 10, 15, 20 years ago. And you belong to be with people who refuse to settle for a life that looks good on paper but feels off inside. So if that sounds like you and you're tired of tolerating an unhappy life or career, check the description of the video. There's a link where you could book a free 30-minute chat. We could talk more about where you're at and what we need to do to help you take your next step. Cheers.